Yeah, it's going. Okay. Bug date, Sunday, 2016. After church and mass and everything else went on, I've been playing with my little engine here. The only one that I have that will turn over. And done a bunch of stuff to it. This carburetor, the base is stripped out of it, which matches the rest of the engine that it came off of. The one I had on the porch is just about ruined. Put enough of it together to start it, and put the neighbor's gas tank on it. He'll never miss it until he has to mow the grass. And been fooling with it most of the morning, most of the evening. And it's a hair past a freckle now. Maybe that's a scar. Anyway, I got it to run just for a few minutes, seconds. And it has a horrible, horrible banging in it. Not a knock and not a rattle, but a bang in it. And it's emulating right in through here. Or maybe there. And there too, probably. But anyway, it's deep and it's bad. So I'm not going to try and start it anymore because of that. And it could be worse. I'll give you a few minutes to think of what could be worse. But anyway, it could be worse. Gee whiz. At least I got to play with it a little bit before I take it apart. But it's got to come out, and that one's coming out. And these may be put on hold for a while until I get everything here. So let me spin it over and let you figure it out. I got everything in the world hooked to it. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, the carburetor's not sitting on there just the best in the world since all the screws are screwed out of it. But, and while it's sitting there, it kind of drains a little bit of gas in it, which makes it go poof. But after it cleans it out, it tries to start and run. And I changed points in it, done all sorts of cool stuff, and finally got it running. And like I said, rattle, rattle, knock, knock, bang, bang, pow. But anyway, it's mine, and we're going to do something to it, even if it's wrong. So that's what's going on here, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. And I guess I will shut this off. No, I'll shut that off. This is already shut off. I got to unwire it, unplumb it, and then tape it all back up again, cover it, because we got 4 days of rain coming, naturally, and that's going to be lovely. Ugh. Thought I was going to use this, but evidently I don't need it. And being that they're the little beetle bugs or fire bombs, I had one of these sitting here. But howsoever, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Let me get you off of here, and we'll peruse the damage. I got a whole box of new bolts and nuts and stuff from eBay, and I used right smart of them to put the rest of this thing together. So that went pretty smoothly. And let's see, I got the Dodge hooked up. I used every battery on the earth. Hooked up. Oh, look at that. There's another battery in there. Woo! And this is my cranking wire. I had it originally outside, but anyway, it's safer to crank it in here and let it blow out that way. I had Mary Ann in here, my sweet wife, and she was sitting here cranking it for me. Scared to death that would shock her, but I told her it wouldn't, and she accidentally believed me. She sat here and this engine degreaser sprayed her butt. So there went her britches, and probably a little bit of a rash too. But anyway, I've took baths in that. Look at what it didn't hurt me. There's a light on in here, and I'm sure I've probably got 2 or 3 more wires hooked to the wrong thing back in here. So I'm going to have to disseminate that before I take my battery away. There it is. Because it hooks that up, even with the key off, it glows. And let's see, one more thing I can show you, which is really weird and funny. Look at this fuel line. This fuel line runs all the way from the tail lights of the car to the front. Now I thought they had internal fuel lines inside that little tunnel that's so neatly put in there. Here's from whence the fuel line starts. Here's another fuel line that's going to some hoses on in this, which I figure goes to the tunnel. Now where they come out of the tunnel, I don't know, but I can find that out. There's one of the goofy fuel pumps, and then it's got this other little, oh, I guess that's a filter. Yeah, and that's a little filter. So, goofy. And that looks like a high pressure one for fuel injection. So, it won't be bad. It just takes a little bit of stuff. And I've got some play in the steering, and it ends up being on this steering shaft here. See how that's a turning and it's not turning the steering sector or steering box? That's going to have to be worked on. But anyway, it's all going to be good one day. One day in the morning. But there you go. And that's the way that runs. Let's see. One of the cool things, of course, I might just sit out here for years and do this with it because I won't be able to do anything else with it. But this is what impresses me. Now, I hope this picks it up. Is that not the neatest sound? Now, why does that excite me? I don't know. Maybe I am. But anyway, that's the way it is here in Arkansas. See how much water we got here. Ooh, not enough to take a bath yet. But anyway, be fishing in it next time. There's old nubbin sitting there. And everything else is the same here. And after Monday, I will be able to haul more junk. Let me see if I can put you in this stake hole. Stake hole? Okay. I love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful evening and a wonderful weekend. God bless yous. And, you know, that's the way it goes. Don't let nothing upset you like that because it's just a thing. And if everything went right in the world and you didn't have to struggle, you wouldn't think so much of it when things do go good. And if somebody gave you $100 million versus you making it on your own, I think you'd be more proud of the one that you made it on your own. But I'd like to test that theory in case somebody wants to make me a check. Okay. All right. Love y'all. Bye. I hit the button.